Hi, it's Chris Titley speaking here, and we're on Wednesday morning, day one of Intersekt, but also day 3 of Fintech Week. And I'm joined by John McDuling, founding editor and chief of Capital Brief. John, it's finally great to catch up. It's been years.
It's been years, Chris, hasn't it?
It has been.
We have known each other for a really long time.
Through the social medias and stuff.
Back when you were
at Morgan's.
That's right.
And back when you were
Fairfax.
You were the SMH.
Yeah.
Back then.
Or maybe even the AFR. I can't remember.
No, I reckon which was first?
AFR was first. Yeah. I went back and forth between the two. So anyway, we've known each other for a really
long time. That's right. And now we're here representing Capital Brief, your business.
Right. Yeah.
Tell the listeners out there what Capital Brief's about.
Oh, where do I start? We're 2 years in now. Hopefully most of your audience knows what we're about and what we do. We're focused on, we're the challenger brand in the Australian business journalism market. We do have a big focus on what we call the new Australian economy, and fintech's a very, very big part of that. So it's great to be here this week, hearing and listening from all of these exciting challenger businesses in the Australian market.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you being a challenger yourself, what are some of the lessons that you've learned coming from a big corporate to now being a bit of a challenger brand?
Oh, there's so many. The biggest lesson for Capital Brief is that quality journalism shines, and there's a strong appetite out there for quality journalism and high quality content. People are interested in that. But whenever you slip into going through the motions or a big publication, they've got lots of space to fill, so there's some people are used to going through the motions. For us, we have to be outstanding. We have to be better than what's out there, and we have to do really great work. And whenever we have a really big story, the most recent one has been the whole saga at ANZ, which has been a really big story for us. There's a really strong response from people because I think there's a real appetite out there for new voices and fresh perspectives. So that's probably the single biggest lesson for us. There's a bunch of other ones which I can go into, or we can go to the next.
The idea of what you think is a big story versus what actually happens, is it a bit like a music album where they produce 12 songs and you don't know which one's going to be the hit?
No, yeah, in some ways. No, when you scoop the market on ANZ, cutting thousands of jobs or sending an email out that they didn't intend to, letting people go, you know that's going to be a good story. I mean, the big thing that's changed is some of the distribution dynamics for the internet. We were having a conversation in the lobby about how LinkedIn's changed, Google has changed.
Yes, the algos.
Yeah, the algorithms. But again, our way around that is to just try and do really, really good stuff that people cannot afford to ignore. There was a previous generation of media where you could really build a business around trying to game those algorithms, and that just doesn't work anymore. It does make it harder to grow, but that doesn't really work anymore. But yeah, have there been surprises in what people are really into? Maybe, but the things that when I look back over the past 2 years, the really big stories, the really high quality stories, meaningful stories are the ones that stand out to me, and they're the ones that have been drawn the biggest audience.
And journalism as a profession is changing, the audience is changing. How do you keep up with it all?
Oh yeah, it is changing a lot. The industry kind of got hollowed out there for about a decade, and it's interesting in the recruiting process as well. There's a whole bunch of people who left the industry, and we've managed to attract back to the industry, which has been really good. Like for example, Bronwyn Clune, who's here at this event presenting today. I think
sharing an ice cream before.
Yeah, she was one of the people who kind of left and has come back and has been doing some great stories for us right in this space. The younger ranks, I'm not entirely sure whether the younger ranks are coming through like they used to. And a lot of people are taking different career paths. They're not going to newsrooms, they're creating content on their own.
Yes, bloggers and podcasts and videos and YouTubers.
That makes it a different market. But from our point of view, if you want to, I've said this before, we wanted to create a place where people come to do their best work. You get to work with other colleagues and learn from really experienced people and work together in a newsroom. If that appeals to you, then I think there's no better place to be than Capital Brief.
Yeah, absolutely. And just touching on that, the team that you've put together, the rapport, the years of experience, plus the fun you have. You want to talk about the culture?
Yeah, it's a great culture. Again, we're sort of the challenger brand in the market. We're trying to do something different. We have a different approach in the stories that we tackle and the way that we tackle them. We're rooted in news and what I call actionable news or hard facts, and we sort of don't do the kind of opinion journalism that's out there. And it's a really great team, mostly in Sydney, but we have a couple in Canberra and a couple down here in Melbourne. And it's just been a really fascinating experience and a really rewarding experience to build this. And the first 2 years have been hard work, but I wouldn't want to be doing anything else. And it's just now we're starting to feel like a lot of that hard work's paying dividends.
John, great to catch up, mate, and congratulations on making the move, and all the best with Capital Brief, and keen to support where I can.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Great to chat.